to start recording. All right, so we fade back in from commercial. In the middle of the quake that shakes apart and splits the party in two.
Hang on to something!
All right, so it continues to shake, but it starts to settle down. And now it has completely stopped.
That's right.
Are you guys okay?
Mm-hmm.
So far,
I'm all right, but my friend here is very nervous.
Nice. Okay.
So how is there like a gap between me and the rest of the party, or is it just that I'm on a plane now?
Yeah, there's about a 9-foot gap between just a sheer drop.
Oh,
Well, at least we have rope.
This is true.
All right, so
So to be clear, to help you guys plan a little bit better, the way the cave split, it split at a little bit of an angle, and they're on. So Sal and Foz, you're on the side that has a clear path back the way you came, and the rest of you are on the one that has a clear path the rest of the way towards the cave, towards the center, as far as you know.
Do do do.
good luck, guys.
and you said that they were up higher than we were, right?
Yes, they're about. I said 2 meters. Yeah, so 6 feet up and 9 feet across.
All right, so I'm gonna pull some rope and some rigging out of my bag,
Okay.
and I am going to pound some stakes into the wall and make sure that I've got a good hold before I try to toss the rope across to them.
Okay. So you're able to do that. You're able to get it to sink into the earth, and you got a good, like, you pull on it a couple times, cinch it tight, and you don't feel it give at all. So it's in there solid.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to toss the rope across and see, hopefully they will grab it.
All right, I try to grab the rope that Commander Max has tossed.
Okay. Yeah, you make it like it's pretty easy to coordinate.
Sweet.
All right, so now you guys need to secure the rope on your end.
Okay, I do so with the tools I've got in my bag.
Sorry, I'm doing something. Okay, so you guys, yeah, you cinch it down tight, and you, it's a pretty secure line. You guys are able to pull the line tight.
All right. I believe everyone should have some good clips. So let's zip line across.
Okay, so to zip line across. Wow. To zip line across, it's going to be a daring plus security check, difficulty 2, because it's unfamiliar territory, and while you guys did cinch on the rope, it's not 100%.
You're
Okay,
cruel,
so
man. You're cruel.
you know how I am with heights and rolls. So I've got a 13, so let's give it a go. I hit task.
Yes, it's difficulty 2, so yes, task.
Let's see what happens, guys.
Oh!
Oh crap!
Yeah. Oh.
That's
So
one
I got a
success.
20.
That's one success and a complication.
Right. So you haven't even made. Okay, so you get on the rope,
There's that ladder again.
And you sit down on the edge. So you sit down on the edge of the crevice. You latch up. You clip your carbiner on there, and you push off. And as soon as you do, when your full weight hits the ropes, one of the pin on your side comes loose. It catches. It actually wraps around Foz. Like the way it snaps, it wraps around her legs, but in a way that she's able to, like, she falls back, but she's able to catch your weight. So you are now hanging down, probably a good 3 feet below where the rest of your team is, and Foz is holding on for dear life.
All right. I'm going to use my Denoblian's climbing skills to go down and take a rope to secure it around Foz.
Foz is up from you and
Oh.
across.
Oh, okay. So
I'm the
You're
middleman.
not much of a Denobulan.
okay, so
yeah, Foz is the trill on the other side.
okay, so I thought Foz had fallen down the hole with Sal.
No, she's
not-
holding on. She's holding on to the other side, keeping him from falling and keeping her from falling completely.
Okay. All right. So, let's see. Damn you! Let's see.
And the rope slips a little.
Okay, obviously we need to move quickly. Sal, can you climb across? Can you? Well, first let me ascertain. Foz, are you okay to hold Sal?
I'm holding him for a while.
Okay.
And we lost Sal. He's gone. He fell down.
What?
No,
See?
his screen cut out with. Yeah.
Oh. I still see him. Okay, so he's just frozen.
Yeah, hold on. We'll wait till. Oh wow! I just lost Mike too. That's fun.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I refreshed.
Okay, cool. Let's.
Okay,
see.
so.
Ooh, hold on. We haven't fully gotten Sal back yet. Oh my goodness! Maybe he really did fall down the ravine.
Jim's feed.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
Yep.
All right, I got you guys.
All right,
Okay.
so I try to climb across to Max and Thonir.
Okay,
Yes.
so you try and grasp at the side of the ledge. Is that what you're going for?
Well, he
Like-
can possibly use the rope to kind of sort of.
Yeah.
Okay, but that doesn't. So if you're hanging from a rope.
Try to get
Oh, okay. So the physics are he's below your surface area.
Oh.
So even if he climbs, like even if he walks himself across the rope, like he's still got to be able to reach up to you guys.
Okay. And we lost Sal. Or I lost Sal.
Yeah, I lost him a little bit ago. Hopefully he's refreshing.
He's back.
Okay. I guess it takes a second for mine.
Yep.
Okay, now
Notice it's peer-to-peer.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, so, Rick, how I was explaining it to Mike. So here's the original ledge. Okay, here's the one you're going to, and then here's where you are because you sank down below that. Like the rope was going across, it sank down below where they're at. So you're able to wiggle yourself across to the ledge, but you can't quite reach the ledge.
Okay, so if we ask Foz to, if at all possible, to kind of let the rope go slowly, so Sal swings towards the rock wall.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If he can hold on to that, then we can pull him up on our side.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. So I'm gonna go. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do daring plus security. So this will be you, Saul. We're gonna do daring plus security, and this is gonna be a difficulty 2 because
Can I?
as she lets go, you're gonna have to make sure you hold on tight.
Okay, this is a 13. Rolling task.
Can
Critical success, you pass. You're able to
from
do
one
it. So
extreme to the other.
she scoots it down, like she starts scooting it down off of her legs, and is able to get it loose enough and let go, and you're able to grab onto the rope, wrap it around your hand, in a manner that gives you a solid grip.
All right, and then Thonir and I and Zand start pulling the rope up.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right. So.
Ho. Heave. Oh.
I'm if the others have a good grip on the rope, I'm gonna go ahead and lie down and reach over the edge to try to grab a hold of Sal.
Okay.
Heave. No.
All right, so you're able to reach down. You get a good grasp on him. You do that forearm lock thing, and you're able to pull him up over the corner, kind of scraping kind of rounding the edge a little bit as you pull him up.
Okay.
Well done, sir. Thank you.
We need you. Okay, so now we have to worry.
Keep thinking that.
Yes, Thonir?
No, that was sorry, that was Foz.
Oh. Well, now we have to worry about getting Foz over here. Anyone have suggestions?
She could jump across.
A 9-foot gap?
9-foot gap,
Well,
but a 6-foot elevation. So I would say it can be done.
Lara Croft it, Foz.
If she jumped and was holding the rope around her waist, and we pulled, that might give her enough momentum to clear.
You wouldn't want to tie the rope around your waist.
Well, she's got a harness. We can.
Yeah, you would want the rope on a harness.
Yeah. So
Right.
Okay.
On the home.
Yeah.
So have her jump off with her harness on and rope attached securely, and if she misses, at least we've got a hold of the rope, right?
There you go. Okay. So
question before we do that, I want to examine the break in the what exactly broke.
So the pin came out of the rock face.
So okay, touche, dude, touche.
Starfleet needs to invest in better pins. I'm just saying.
No, really.
Yeah.
So the rope itself is in good shape.
Yes, the rope itself is in good shape. The pin's actually in good shape.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I think that's what we should do. Toss the rope back over to her.
Okay. She grabs it, secures it to a harness.
And we're going to encourage her to jump. We also have hold of the rope in addition to it being secured against the wall. So
okay. Before she jumps, she mentions that you need to tell Rook that this was her decision, or she will kill all of you. Rook will end up killing all of you if I don't make it across.
You'll be fine.
Maybe we should hook the rope to the rock face back here, just in case.
Well, it should say it's still secured to your side.
Yeah,
okay.
Our side is secure. I'm a professional.
Okay. All right, so this is still going to be a daring plus security with a difficulty of 2. Her daring plus security is where is she? Daring plus security 10. So here we go.
Come on, feet, don't fail me now.
All right, so she gets a running jump, and the rock at the ledge gives way a little bit, and as she's jumping through the air, it's pretty obvious she's not gonna make it.
We grab onto the rope a little tighter.
Ready? Pull!
Whoa!
Okay, so I'll say that's a daring plus security check for who's the front of the rope.
It's the guy leaning, probably him, yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be me since I'm kind of like directing the whole thing.
Okay, so this will be
daring
your
security is 10.
Okay,
man.
and this will be an assist.
Mm. Oh, what's mine?
By the skin of
On
my
the nose.
Denobulan ridges.
So as she's coming across, you see her eyes get wide because she realizes she's not gonna make it. She gets ready for the impact of hitting against the wall and possibly being gone forever. When she gets pulled, her torso comes forward, her arms kind of go back as you guys all pull together and get her across. She comes across, lands on her knees, and tumbles and rolls. And as the pressure releases, all of you kind of roll back as well. Oh my goodness. I saw all of your lives and all of mine flash before my eyes.
We had
We saw the same thing if you were hurt and Gemma Rook was around.
Yes, no, you do not want to incur Rook's wrath. I promise. It will last at least one lifetime.
No doubt.
You'll hear her symbiote go, shit!
Well, I'm not a troll, so I only have one life to live.
She'll make it a fun one.
She already has.
Okay, so you guys all dust yourselves off and all that, and are you guys ready to head out? Or head on to the next
Ready to head out.
Okay,
Get out.
everybody picks themselves up. You want to leave the rope there? You want to bring it with you? What do you want to do?
I'm taking it with me.
Okay.
So I disengaged the bag and wind up the rope, stick it in my bag.
All right, sounds good. So you guys get on. Do you guys have a new marching order? What's the order now?
The order now is that when the dust starts falling, I share the same side of the wall as everybody else.
Hand on the wall. I'm gonna go first.
Okay. So still Max in front. Who's next?
Me.
Okay.
Followed by...
So pretty much keep the same order.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's worked out so well so far.
Right. Okay. So you guys walking along. There's it's definitely getting warmer. The steam is still there. You guys are sweating. You guys are all dirty and mussed up. You do see like the algae on the side is pretty thick now. Like it's enough where it covers the wall, and it's still slimy, or it's slimy to touch the wall, to keep your hands on the wall.
Be careful.
And you're starting to notice it's on the ground, or on the ground beneath you, so it's starting to get a little slick.
Beautiful. Wondering if we should start tying the rope to each other as we go, in case anyone slips and goes right off the edge.
What's the slope like? Is it the same? Has it increased?
It's a little bit steeper, but not so much that you guys would lose your balance.
This mold, this fungi must be getting energy from somewhere. It's probably the hydrothermal vents, but it requires oxygen to thrive. There must be some sort of opening.
I mean, there's the opening that you guys just jumped over.
No, I meant out to the outside world. You'd need oxygen.
Or the inside world.
Don't go journey to the center of the earth on me here, okay? Okay. Yeah, I don't mind it, but my friend would be very upset.
Nice. Okay, so you guys keep going along. Hands on the walls. Okay, so you go along and you see up ahead, about 7 meters, you see a luminescence. Like you see a light, but it's not like bioluminescence. Like it's unnatural light.
Nice.
So it's bioluminescence?
No, it is not bioluminescence. Like it's quite distinctively harsh, like sharp, unnatural light.
Unnatural. Oh, but come on.
As you would.
What's that?
Endorian made, as it would be normally called.
Nice.
To be a little just.
Yes.
What I meant to say was, there's some sort of underground installation? Or perhaps an expedition?
Something unnatural.
We should investigate.
Well, I'm going to ask our Lemurian friend.
Okay.
If he knows if they're aware of any of their people venturing into this cave.
No, there's no record of us even making it to this mountain, let alone drilling inside of it and creating a habitable area.
Drilling? Are the walls different to indicate that there's drilling?
You do notice up probably I'll say 4 meters. The texture does appear to change. Like
is it smoother?
It is smoother.
Nice.
All right. So this is starting to go into something a little less natural.
Yes.
Okay.
That is the appearance.
Okay. This definitely does not look right, guys.
Max. Psst, Max.
Yes.
Can you scan and see if we recognize the signature of this technology? Is it Starfleet or is it another power?
Sure. I can run a scan to find out at least what the source of the light is.
Okay. So you pull out your tricorder, and again, Zand is watching quite astutely, and the results of the scan show just you're not sure of the energy source, but it's just for lack of a better description, a fluorescent light.
It has no Starfleet. It has no signatures of being a piece of human technology or Klingon technology or...
No, so the energy source is not something that you are familiar with. The tricorder does not recognize it as a known configuration.
Does it recognize it as being anything Lemurian that we've seen so far?
It is unlike anything you have seen so far.
Okay.
It is similar to the large power source that you found previously.
Are there life signs? Saul?
Checking. Using the medical tricorder, searching for life signs.
Okay. So
You
a
tiny
quick scan of
life forms. You precious little life forms. Where are you?
Up next, the HMS Benevore.
Oh my goodness! I want to go into my closet and grab my tricorder so I can bring Mr. Tricorder along.
I have one somewhere.
Yeah, a quick scan shows you guys are the only life forms in the immediate vicinity.
How about positronic readings? Wait, I'm gonna pull out my tricorder and check for positronic readings.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Just covering all the bases.
It's funny. Hasn't mentioned radiation once.
For underground, I figure it's probably safe.
No, actually, he's right. It's probably not. There's a lot of natural deposits that emit radiation in caves and in mountainous regions.
You guys, and there's that whole new energy source that you know nothing about.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
That's true. Dr. Saul.
So in your scan for life signs, you pick up trace amounts of radiation. It's not one you're familiar with, but it doesn't appear to be any kind of toxic.
Okay. Good enough for me.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put my phaser away then.
Okay.
I kind of reached for it again but knowing that there's no life signs, I'm going to go ahead and put it away. So onward and onward.
Okay.
Onward and downward, I suppose.
So you guys you guys are heading towards the light?
Yes.
I'll let that sink in for a second.
Yeah, we're moving towards the light. It's an inner light.
So
earlier,
as you guys are moving, like the walls open up, a cavernous area, like it's rounded out. It's obviously artificial. It's rounded off, and to the left, as you kind of turn, like you turn a corner around to the left, and you see the lighting above. It's bar lighting all the way across, and at the far left wall that you guys couldn't see before, but you can now quite clearly, there are two doors that are dark blue, and there's like a little window up at the top of each of them.
Okay.
And it's got paneling on it, like it's got inset paneling, like below the windows, about the same size as the windows.
All right, we should probably approach those carefully. And
are we able to scan beyond the walls?
So all right. So I'm assuming you want to scan
beyond the door. Yeah.
Okay. So you make you pull out or you still got your tricorder out. You scan the area, and it appears this is where the cave completely stops. It is just this door, and then it looks. It's hard to tell. There seems to be some kind of material blocking any scanning beyond the door, but you can see, like you on the tricorder, you get a reading of that door. Whatever is beyond it is only about 2 meters.
So it's some kind of dampening field on the other side of the door, or is it like force field? What?
From what it looks like the material that was used to build whatever that is unpenetrable by the scan.
Almost like it was meant to block our scans in the first place.
Interesting.
Ba, ba, ba. Na, 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 na.
All right.
It's the old-fashioned way, I suppose.
So you see Zand, as curious as he is, he's looking up at the lights and starting to wonder. Like he's looking around, very curious, and he's starting to wander closer to the door.
Zand, I wouldn't get too close to that door.
Ooh, oh, yes. Thank you.
Not yet. Not yet. Let's take a look. Let's be careful and take a closer look first.
Yeah.
We are professionals here.
Yeah, we're not, and we're not sure what we're dealing with, so it's probably a good idea just to play it.
Close chest.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. And then Dr. Foz has her her tricorder out and is scanning. The size of the tool it must have taken to carve these out is it would be along the Starfleet capacity or higher spacefaring, but these geological, like the readings here, the carbon dating puts it back. This has to have been over 3,000, 4,000 years ago.
Wait, if it was excavated, there must be a route to the surface, or at least drill holes. Do we have a signal to the ship?
Well, I mean, you can try, but you're not going to get any.
Yeah,
You guys are down inside a cave pretty deep.
Mm.
I'm gonna cautiously approach the door and check to see if there's any paneling or anything that I can that might allow us to, like a control panel or some mechanism that might open the door. I'm not going to open the door yet.
Okay.
I want to identify.
How close do you get?
Cautiously, with a foot at a time, up to being able to touch it, I guess. But I'm moving closer as I'm looking. Step a little closer, look some more. Step a little closer until I'm.
Okay, so I'll say you're about 2 feet away from it at this point. You see some etching on the left-hand door. It's in one of the panels. It's scribbled out, but it's a language you can't necessarily read. And the right end.
Can the universal translator read it? I whip out my old trusty tricorder.
Okay. Scan unrecognizable language.
Mm.
But it open.
At least it's not Iconian.
Yeah, it's a weird like script that has a lot of circles and all of that in it. It's completely foreign.
Okay.
So, but as you get closer, the right half of the doors swings open to the inside, and you see light coming out of there.
Okay.
Plot thickens.
Commander Thonir, what do you advise?
Well, it's not like we're going anywhere else.
Yep.
I've got point.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I'll swap places with him. I'll take up the rear.
Okay.
Move
go in
slowly and don't
here.
touch anything.
Okay. All right. So Sal, you're behind Thonir.
Yeah, I'll be going in with them.
Okay. Zand is going to be right behind you, Foz, and then Max, because Zand is still a little worried about you, Mike, and that phaser. So you guys go in. You slowly enter. It's the same kind of lighting, but you have what appear to be a metallic ore or a metal surrounding you on all sides. It is just a boxed room.
Room or
Well,
corridor?
it's a well, not room. It's because it only goes. I think I said. Did I say? I think I said 2 meters. 2 meters deep. So it's 2 meters deep by 2 meters wide,
Oh, so
and
it's like a
about 3 meters tall.
kind of like a closet almost.
Almost
And that's all there is to it.
like
No.
a
Is
box of sorts.
is there anything in it in this room?
No, just yourselves, and just metal walls and the lighting. And you're not quite sure where the lighting is coming from because you look up and it's metal, and you look to the sides and they're all metal, but it is lit in the room.
Could this be like a turbo lift or some kind of elevator?
Right.
Run a scan.
I'm gonna run a scan.
So as you walk in, the door closes behind you,
Yeah, of course.
and you guys feel gravity. As you feel your gut kind of move up into your throat a little bit. Not really sure where it's going. You just know it's going down.
It's going down. Whoa. Okay. How far down are we going? We're moving pretty quick though.
So after about a minute, going to see like a solid minute, you noticed it starts to slow a little bit, and then comes to a complete stop.
Bing.
I swear.
Okay. Doors opening there. And do we have Zand and Foz with us still?
Yes, they are, because they were in front of Mike, and Mike was the last person in the room.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Can we get a scan of the room? Or whatever is on.
You're having the same difficulty you had before. Like your scan, the tricorder cannot penetrate this metal.
The doors so the doors did not open?
No, the doors have not opened.
Oh. Okay. Well, we need to figure that out.
Did you just knock on the door?
Yes, I did.
Okay. The same panel that opened up before swings back towards you, and as everybody gets out of the way, you walk out into a humongous room. That looks something very similar to this.
Ooh, comfy.
Well, I'm going to move your characters too.
I don't know. There's no hot tub.
So this is just a small graphic representation. It is actually massive. You cannot really see all the way across it. Down that tunnel, it's there's a lot more. You see a lot more lights on the walls. You see panels and panels of displays. At certain points within the room, you see these huge towers that are probably 12 meters tall. They're cylindrical, heading up that same sheer metal that was in the turbo lift thing. That same sheer metal, and then they kind of bulb out almost mushroom-like. There's 6 of them across the room that you're in that they kind of line like pillars, and you're seeing electricity or some sort of electricity, some sort of power energy jumping back and forth between them and into that center column occasionally. There are lights flickering across everywhere. You notice on one of the screens, like, it's coming up with that same like circular, those circular type glyphs, something you've not seen before. But occasionally one of the images that pops up is quite obviously the solar system that you're in, and then of the planet you're on.
so they're being studied. At first glance, it seems to be what it looks like.
I'm gonna approach one of the consoles and see if I can recognize anything.
Okay, so you step up. Do you want to step to the center console, one of the side consoles?
Side consoles.
Okay, so you step up to the side console. You take a glance over it. There's nothing that looks familiar here. Nothing that you've ever seen before.
Can I pull out my universal translator and see if it could extrapolate some information about what we're looking at?
Okay, you do a quick scan and nothing comes of it.
Well, this would be a long-term type of thing, trying to decode it.
Potentially. One of the other things you notice in the atmosphere is that it's really dry. Like where it was humid up above, the heat is about the same, if maybe a little higher, but you don't notice it as much because it's dry and very, it's very stiff, very acrid. You smell metals, coming or that are filling the room, like this. I don't know how to like describe the smell of metal, but like you get that tinge of of alloy.
It's like climate controlled, like you'd smell off a piece of ductwork.
And right then you feel another quake. This time it's obviously like it feels like it's more violent, but it still feels like it's like underneath your feet it feels controlled.
Like it's being caused by where we're currently at.
I would say that is a fair assessment.
Well, let's go break some.
And so Zand is in utter awe. Even Dr. Foz is in almost shock at what she's seeing. And you hear her say, I've not even the Takan. And then you hear Zand just out of pure awe, what is this for?
We don't know. And for the first time, I'm going to tell you, we haven't seen anything like this on our continent.
Huh. So as you guys are exploring around, one thing you do notice about the machinery is that it was built a long time ago. Like it's pretty, the dating, like the Foz is able to date the alloys, and some of the mechanisms look a little archaic, although advanced in other, in the energy itself. The mechanisms themselves look archaic, almost steampunky.
So
does anything appear broken?
As you guys are moving around the room, you do notice that. So you're able to look down that tunnel that you see here. You're able to look around that wall, and you do see that a couple of the towering electro whatever towers it's at one of them is at a slant, at a pretty basic slant, and you see steam jetting out of one of the pipes that connects to it.
Okay, so there's a break in the system. Okay, so could this potentially be what's causing the quakes, this malfunction?
Well, to really do that, you would have to. I mean, you're gonna have to think about it. So it's either gonna be an insight or reason plus science or engineering, with a difficulty of 4.
Insight or reason, engineering or science.
With a difficulty of 4.
Can I assist on that?
Yeah, because you guys are trying to identify the purpose of the room. I think that would be something that you could assist with.
Is Thonir asleep?
Yeah, Mario, you out?
Not completely. Like I'm here and I'm hearing you, but my eyes went.
Okay.
Okay, just checking. Well, my insight is 11. My engineering is 5.
Okay.
So
I became
16.
a master of that in high school.
Yep.
My insight's a 10. My science is a 3.
Okay.
I can use science.
So that's
When I start snoring, you'll know.
What did you go with? Your insight and your engineering, Mike. And then Rick, you're going insight and science.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, and then do you want to throw in Mario? You want to throw in, kind of start looking around and hitting keypads and kind of trying to figure things out?
Sure. I'm going to work at on this panel over here, see if I can access a blueprint to the installation or perhaps a plan as to what it is.
Okay. Yeah, you could go either way on pretty much any of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Perhaps,
insight plus engineering or science. Either way, it's going to be the same for you.
Okay.
So 13 for you. So Mike, I'll let you, because you're the lead
Hold on.
engineer. Okay. What Mike doesn't know is we've switched out his coffee for. No.
For Raktajino.
Yes.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Howdy.
How's your coffee taste? No.
What?
Okay.
Fiery minds want to know.
Yes.
So since you're the main engineer, you'll do the lead on this. So you'll get at least 2 dice.
Yes.
Thonir and Sal, you'll have 1 die each.
Okay.
Okay. We have 2 momentum. Should we use another, or we need 4?
Do we use the momentum after the fact, or does that be beforehand?
On this one you have to use it ahead of time. It's not a reactionary thing.
I'm cool with using whatever you need for momentum, even if we use both of them.
Okay, so the second extra die that you purchase costs 2 momentum by itself. So it costs you 3 momentum to get 2 die.
Okay.
Ooh.
But it does only cost you 1 threat per die.
Yeah.
Stick with the 1 momentum and the assists, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would give you a total of 5 dice for 4 successes.
Well, if my team doesn't mind using the momentum, but
Okay. All right, so that brings you down to 1 momentum. So you get task plus 1. And you were at 16. Okay, so you have 2 successes. Now, Saul, you have to beat 14 with an assist roll.
Mhm.
You did not. Okay. And Mario, you now need a 1.
Mm-hmm. And
Don't
I'd
you guys
like
have
to.
determination.
I'd like to use my skill technical advice for Max.
Hold on. Technical advice whenever you assist another character providing technical information, the character uses it. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Mike, you can reroll 1d20.
So that's an assist setup, right?
Uh-huh.
We're not gonna really get anywhere unless we tie the universal translator into the computer system here. It looks like a terminal that we can use, and then we can bypass the main operating system of this and use the database on our tricorder system. That way
Okay.
we can figure out exactly what's on this computer system.
Okay, so Mike rolled a six, re-rolled and got a success. You need one more, so now you need to roll a 13 or lower. So just the assist roll
For me or him?
for Thonir.
Okay.
Whoop! You guys get through it. All right, so through the means that that Commander Thonir just suggested, you're able to glean the following. The machinery was built a long time ago by a civilization long since gone. The species that created it was monitoring every aspect of the planet: the geological makeup, electromagnetic fields, and atmospheric conditions. Incredibly, it can also affect everything from weather control to affecting the geological stability. The systems also show that the planet was at one time in its past moved from a different orbit to its current location. An event that would have required almost unimaginable power. Oh, where's Saul? Wow. Okay, so did you hear all of that?
You heard all of it.
Okay.
All right.
The machinery appears to, at least in part, be able to compensate for stresses that resulted from this move. There's also some other purpose that is undecipherable to you guys. The crew is able, or you guys are able to determine that the machinery is malfunctioning.
Mhm.
But to be able to make the repairs, you're going to have to figure out how to use the controls.
Nice. Did we find a blueprint of the installation? Perhaps maybe a lift to the surface as well.
So you did find that in there, and the lift to the surface is the one you guys came down.
Ah, okay. So we have a way out once we've figured this out.
Yeah. Unless there's a rudimentary transporter pad somewhere in the facility. I mean, if they had the technology to move a planet, they might have had the technology to.
Well, with
Transporters.
the pattern enhancers that you guys brought along, if you guys didn't have the comms issues, you would be able to radio up to the ship, and they would be able to lock onto those pattern enhancers too.
Mm.
Maybe
So,
something
in order to,
contact the ship.
oh, go ahead.
Maybe there's something in the facility that we can use to contact the ship in case we need to.
A communication system of some kind.
Yeah.
Again, you're going to need to learn how to use the controls to be able to find that and
Okay.
work it.
Nice.
Okay, so Zand is looking around in complete awe. Ask, what does it say? What is going on here?
Your guess is almost as good as ours. I don't know, Commander Thornier, do you have any advice for Zand as far as how we want to go about thinking about how we're going to explain this? Even to our...
This seems to be an ancient ruin of some kind.
These are some mighty technologically advanced ruins. Oh, really, Mike?
Yeah, I need to go too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are able to figure that part out, and right then you feel another shake, and off in the distance, you hear something very heavy creak and hit a wall, and it shakes the entire room.
Uh-huh.
And we fade to black.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it was great, guys.
That was great.
Yeah, I got